What's up, YouTube? It's Razor. What's up? So, I made a Cinderella deck, as you can tell from the duels. And basically this deck's all about equipping cards of Cinderella, attacking directly for massive amounts of damage. So let's go ahead and jump into the deck here. So we got triple of the Phantom Bird to search out the castle. We got double Necroface because we banished a lot of cards with Stormberg. So Necroface can help you reset the game so you don't deck out. So that's really nice. You definitely want to run Necroface in your Stormberg decks, just so you don't deck out. Cinderella, of course, the headliner of the deck. So she can spell summon Pumpkin Carriage straight from the deck. And when Pumpkin Carriage is on the field, she can attack directly. So then you equip a bunch of cards to her, and then you'll be able to do massive damage to your opponent's life points. So that's really good. Pumpkin Carriage allows you to... Oh, you can also equip slippers to her as well from the deck, if you have the castle on the field. So that's pretty nice. It gives her 1,000 attack. Pumpkin Carriage, which you spell summon straight from the deck with Cinderella, and it protects your castle. And it also allows Cinderella to attack directly, like I mentioned earlier. Terraforming to search the castle. Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn should be ran in almost every deck. Great card. Scapegoat works great with United We Stand. And it also allows you to go into Borderload Dragon, so that's really good. Definitely run it in this deck. Iron Cage. So you can send a card to the grave, a monster to the grave, and then during the standby phase you can get it back. But if you have the castle on the field, you can send your opponent's monster to the grave, and then you can bring it back to your side of the field during the standby phase. So that is really good. But to do that, you gotta have the castle on the field to get your opponent's monster. Otherwise, you'll just be sending your monsters to the grave. So 2 of it's enough. You don't need to run 3 of it. I decided to run 3 United We Stands and only 2 Mage Powers because of Scapegoat. So the general combo is to get 4 tokens and then go into 1 Link Karibo, and then you summon your Cinderella, and then you equip United We Stand. That's going to be 4,800 attack to your Cinderella. So that's really good. United We Stand and Scapegoat, such a good combo, especially with Cinderella. And then Mage Power, because we're on a bunch of spells and traps in this deck, so you can get her up pretty powerful with this as well. You could run 2 United We Stands and 3 Mage Powers, but I feel 3 United We Stands and 2 Mage Powers is better. But that's just my opinion. Glass Slippers. If it equips to a fairy type, it gains 1,000. But if it's equipped to anything else, any other type, that monster will lose 1,000 and it can't attack. So that's pretty good. Also, when it's destroyed, if it's destroyed and sent to the grave, you can target 1 Cinderella you can control and equip that target with this card. So you can equip a Cinderella with this if this card's sent to the grave. So it's pretty good. I went over Stormberg in the last video, so I'm not going to bother going over it again. You guys know what it does. Return to the front lines. You can get back Cinderella from the graveyard. Trigger her effect, which will get you Carriage. so that's pretty good. Ring of Destruction will get you some burn damage, because you're already doing massive amounts of damage with Cinderella, plus the added burn damage. That could be enough to push for game. So, and plus it can stop a monster effect too. Let's say your opponent summons Castell. You blow up the Castell before they're able to use the effect, and you get 2,000 damage, and it stops the Castell's effect. So, and then the rest of the deck is the Solemn Brigade. You could run, let's see, you could run Ash Blossom and Ghost Ogre instead of the Solemn Brigade, but I feel like every time I run Ash Blossom and Ghost Ogre, people don't really like the video that much, so I don't really use them as much anymore. I try not to use them that often, but you can run Ash Blossom and Ghost Ogre instead of the Solemn Brigade if you want to. And then the rest of the deck is Link monsters. Link 2 mainly, because it's hard to get Link 3s on the field in this deck. So Link 2s, 1 Link 3, and then 2 Link 4s. Obviously Borload and Scoldred are really good. So I was going to run Hexytrude in this deck, but I decided not to run her. This is the only card I'm not going to really use. The only fairy tale card I'm not going to use in the deck. I plan on making an Iron Hands and Iron Knight deck tomorrow, so stay tuned for that deck tomorrow. I might run Hexytrude in that though, I don't know, I'll have to see. But yeah, expect the Iron Hans and Iron Knight deck tomorrow. And then I was going to run Summoner Monk because you can get Cinderella straight from the deck, but the problem with Summoner Monk is the monster can't attack when it's on the field, so, or for the turn that you Summoner Monk, the monster that you special summon cannot attack, so that's really bad. You want to be able to attack. Actually, I do want to make an adjustment real quick. Now, you know what, it's fine. Extra deck's fine. I'm gonna leave it how it is. I was gonna put Baguska in here and for some rank 4. Because we do run level 4 monsters in here, but that's alright. Alright, well anyway, this has been my Cinderella deck. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my Iron Hands and Iron Knight deck tomorrow. And later.